but someone talk. All right, that was enough talking for me to register. I was just trying to see if the audio was working, and someone shuffled and it clicked off.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Holy shit.
Oh.
All right. As a group hive mind, what did we do last in this campaign?
Yeah.
Ahlai got captured.
I remember
That's
the
how it
end.
ended, with
I remember
Ahlai getting
exactly
captured.
the end. I just don't remember what happened before that.
What was
You
the
guys
end when we
fought.
got back to the
You guys. The end was you guys got back to the mountain village, and Zavat was there with Emil, and like they got attacked. So like it was just like wounded soldiers, but they were all like the main core people were all fine. And Ahlai woke up underneath floorboards in like a winter cabin, and Rahadin was killed by what's her name?
Some bitch.
No,
leveled
it's
up.
not some bitch. And you did level up.
Level 11.
You hit level 10. Not 11.
Oh.
There's 10's max.
Word.
Did I ever level up? Oh yeah, I did level up.
I only picked one of the 2 spells I got.
Irina killed Rahadin, and Rahadin dragged his like dying body to Ahlai and gave her dagger and a necklace that gave her one of his abilities once per day. So she's alone right now, but alive.
I mean, after Monday, you might as well just fucking kill me.
Do it! Do it! Get her too!
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
hit her again.
Everybody gang up on Hannah!
Come
Fucking
on.
murder her!
Josh, on Monday in SKT, I used power word kill on Hannah.
I mean, technically, she
Holy
did die last
shit.
session too, so that makes literal 2 sessions where she died.
But she got brought back because
She
there
got
was a
plot
Deva
armor
there
last one.
that has raised dead, so she just got brought back immediately. But it still was funny to plot
No!
power word kill her and
It was so much fun. All because of fucking Tom.
I know I
Tom
wanted
did
to
not
use
be
on Tom,
there.
but he
Why
blinked.
am I being blamed?
Because you blinked.
You
Take
should
the
Yeah,
power
well,
word kill.
That's not my fault.
have.
I was already blinked by the time he murdered you.
That's true. I'm still gonna blame both of you.
Can I request a hat trick on Hannah's character? Thank you. Go for 3. Go for 3. Go for 3.
You must shit on you.
Roger's always down to die. He's
All
retired,
right,
but-
so for the most part, just a quick synopsis. You guys went to the Ember Temple, and you guys were able to get the red gem. And Circos gave away his blade. Ragnar found out that the Night Mother was a combination of the dark vestiges that were branching out from the Amber Temple due to the sword, Circos' sword, being missing for so long. You guys descended from the mountain with the red gem, in which Ferran, a person from another realm that originally came to grab that key, took after you guys cured the Lich and gave it back its power. He navigated back to trying to get the book, Octavia's old book artifact that she and Circos were after before you guys got to Barovia, and he
And
took.
we all thought it was gone.
Yeah. I looked at a lot of your inventories, and I wouldn't be surprised because you guys have so much stuff that you shouldn't have, and stuff that it's like crazy in there. But the Ferran was basically going to consume her mother's soul, and in that situation, Ahlai eventually kind of got the book stolen, but did not fight against it. As you guys made your way down further, Rahadin was traveling upwards with an army of men, a small army of men, and you guys fought Rahadin. He was able to neutralize some of you before Circos was able to put a bubble of a force wall, basically sphere, around him and Zenyaria. And in doing so, after Rahadin took Ahlai and fled, you were able to resuscitate the downed members that were left, which was Ragnar and Radu, and fight the remaining vampires that were left over. After that, you guys made your way further until you got to the High Mountain Clan, and when you got there, it was pretty devastated from the attacks before that Shashuvas were attacking prior in that area, but this looked like even more fixated, almost as if Rahadin's group came through there first. And Zavat, Emil, and the rest of the leaders of the High Mountain Clan were still alive. And then Ahlai, you found yourself in the woods in a cabin. You weren't able to necessarily see too far because you were in the cabin the whole time, but you were hidden under the floorboards as you heard an argument between Rahadin and Irina, in which Irina called him a backstabber, basically, and killed him, stabbing him multiple times. As she left, she never realized that you were there with him, and he dragged his body towards the hidden compartment that you were hidden under, pulling you out, and with his dying breaths told you basically to take your birthright, and gave you the dagger that you once had that was formerly his, and his amulet, basically, that gives you whatever power that whatever.
Did you DM it to me? 'Cause I don't have anything.
I think I put it in your inventory. I thought, but
inventory. Can you double check? 'Cause there's just a lot in there. Maybe I'm stupid, but let's.
It's in there. It's Deathly Choir.
Oh, it's under features. That's why. Okay, got it.
And I think I changed it to once. It should be once per day, basically.
Yeah, it has 1 out of 1 charges.
Yeah. So that's where we start, and we'll start in the High Mountain Clan as you guys walk through the tunnel behind the waterfall, and come into the opening of the camp to see it decimated, but survivors present, including Zavat, Emil, and always forget her name.
What?
Valda
Smoke
is also alive.
Smoke it.
I think that was assault.
There you go. I'm good.
Buddy, come on! Dane Cook, pay-per-view, 20 minutes, let's go!
Scared the shit out of me.
It came up out of nowhere.
I was concentrating on messaging you
Cloud
back.
of smoke.
I'm trying to find a good.
Yeah, can you fucking stop adding me? Good lord.
Listen, I only added you in the other one because Claire added you.
Dude. I should have been like, new phone, who dis?
Yeah.
Just kidding, love you, Claire, if you're watching. Shut up, Claire. Thank you.
My favorite emoji to use now.
That and the blind stick guy.
Yeah.
So what we emerged from the waterfall and we saw a group of people in a decimated place.
Yeah, you can tell that there's been some time between the battle, but you see like basically the main campfire up front has a group, like it's not like a small amount, but you can tell that your tribe has been lessened by like 50%. So there's about like probably like 20-25 total people in front of this campfire, as within the wounded is Zavat, Emil, and Valda and stuff like that. They're not like heavily wounded, but you can see they're scratched up.
Can I tell what their wounds are from? Do they look like from weapons or from the Sheshuva?
You can tell that there are slices from what seem to be claws and slices from weapons, it seems.
Do you mix them?
I'll approach the campfire. Do we have the red gem?
You do have the red gem. I think there was confusion on who had it because you guys all like group grabbed it, but I think because what we don't remember, I don't remember if it was with Ahlai or someone said it wasn't with Ahlai.
Not with a lie.
I think I said that I grabbed it unless...
Because I think I purposely said don't give it to me because I lost
Yeah.
it too.
I think what we agreed upon was Ragnar basically knew where this was going, so it went to Ragnar.
Yeah.
Well, I originally thought it was
didn't
going...
know where it was going.
I thought it was going to my tribe at first because it's the mountain gem, but it goes to the Gakis tree, I think is what we...
Yeah, it goes to Yesterhill.
Yeah. Because we were talking about going there.
Well, because one of the things I was looking for is you guys had a book for the Fae things, and I couldn't find it in anyone's inventories. I found the Fanes of Barovia, which you very much do not have, but
I had it.
I couldn't
I don't
find...
have a book. I don't have books.
I gave it to
thought I had it.
Zarya. I had it originally.
Didn't?
I either gave it to Zanyaria or I lost it. One of the two things. Those are very...
Did it fall out of Zanyaria's bag
I don't think
on
so.
a mountain?
I could have sworn.
I
had
thought
it,
she.
though.
I thought she lost a book.
If
on it.
whoever was supposed to have it, I'll put it. Because the only thing that I found that wasn't supposed to be in there was the actual milestone book that Strahd took. I forgot
Because the
whose
only other
inventory
person I
had
think
it.
who would have it would be Circos, because I feel like he's the only other person I would trade books with.
No, yeah.
I
The,
think
the,
I
the two
think
I was
I-
looking mostly in was you, Ahlai, and Circos. Because
I know I was the original person.
You were the
who
original
had it,
person
I was
who
a
had
fucking
it.
idiot,
You
and
grabbed
I didn't
it.
look at it for a long time.
I'm
But
gonna
then I think
give
I
it to
read through it
Zanyaria
and
because
I
I think
gave it to
she was
Zanyaria.
the one who was supposed to have it.
But I can never remember if someone lost a book in this one or the,
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah. Give it to the one with the rotten brain. Do that.
Yeah, the walnut brain, the smooth walnut.
Nothing. That's me.
The smooth walnut.
every-
system.
Every one of my characters,
Oh,
they're fucking part of my split personality.
yeah, there you go.
All right, I put that back in there.
One half of the walnut.
But I think when you guys came in, Zavat basically did initiate with you. Said, "Glad to see you alive." Basically.
What happened here? Raha didn't come through. More Sheshuva.
Vampires, a lot of them. We were able to handle the Sheshuvas. In the dead of night, attacked multiple sides. I didn't get a clear look at them. There was a lot of them, though. We're lucky to all be alive.
Where'd they go? Did you kill them or did they escape after attacking?
I think they started to lose a little bit more than they wanted to and fled.
May have been Rahadin's group.
I didn't see him personally, but could have been.
We did. He took a lie.
Well, that's
On the nose.
that's a problem.
Certainly not ideal.
What's his
They're on the-
plan?
I can't remember. Did he give us his plan at all, or do we just know it through what I've heard of Ahlai? Does Ragnar know? I can't remember if Ragnar knows or if only Travis knows his plan.
You guys did have a conversation before the fight where he basically did say that he has, like, he's not, like, locked in behind Strahd. He wants that spot for the Night Elves and his own fucked up reasons, with Ahlai specifically. But he didn't go, like, further into... Circos basically made a bid, like, why don't we work together?
Yeah.
And he wants to be... He basically stated that he wanted to do it from the shadows and not head on, because he doesn't think you guys have a chance head on.
Well, he wanted Ahlai to go with him. It seems he intends on betraying Strahd. And he wanted her to join him. She didn't, but he managed to knock her out.
Well, we could use that against him, I guess.
Yeah, we tried to recruit him, get his help, but he wasn't having any of it.
Surprising that he's ready to backstab Strahd after being so loyal to that family for so long. Guess he's very good at hiding his agendas.
We'll see if anything comes to fruition of it. I doubt it.
And what's your plan now?
Find Ahlai. Return the red gem to the tree.
Well, those seem to be probably two opposite directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have to bring a meal to the werewolf clan. So, we can tag along if you're going south.
Is that north?
North. I'm thinking down the mountain, so south.
Yeah. Sounds good to us. I figure Yester Hill first would be the best. I want to rescue Ahlai, but I mean, I don't think it's that far out of our way. And who knows when we'll be back in this direction.
Well, if he wanted her dead, she'd be dead, I would imagine, so... As long as he still has sway with Strahd and Strahd doesn't pick up on his traitorous activities, then I would imagine she's safe. Valda kind of speaks up. If you need equipment, you can take what you need. We gave them a good thrashing. I don't think they'll be back anytime soon. We'll shore up defenses in here. Defend inside to out.
I don't think I need anything as I look to others.
Oh, fine.
The equipment or what kind?
What are you looking for?
I think we are all low on health potions and stuff of that ilk.
We can see what we have for health potions. That's going to be tougher since we have wounded, but weaponry shouldn't be much of a problem.
I don't know. Do you have a rapier or a kris or something lying around?
We can look around. I don't think we would have it, but it could have been left over.
It would be very helpful.
You see her, like, call for someone and whisper, and as the person goes and over towards like a pile of shit that they have like packed up to like set on fire. Why isn't this wrong? Soon that person comes back. Unfortunately, we have neither. Bad rolls.
That is a shame.
Javelins, hand axes,
All
spears.
useless to me. Thank you.
I'll take 2 javelins if you can spare them.
Of course. Guy over tosses you 2 of them, basically wrapped up in a rope.
Also, Circus, I believe this is yours, as I offer you your grappling hook back.
I'll take that.
There you go. Fight with that.
Oh, there you go.
I also have 4 things of hempen rope. I'm not sure how everybody else is doing on rope.
Oh, can I get whip proficiency? Can I just become like a fucking Belmont?
Start practicing for what, 10 days?
No, fuck that. I hate the salts out. That puts a target on your back.
Campaign's not long enough for you to even complete it.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do for you to help, Valda? Before we leave?
I mean, if you stay the night, you can help rebuild as much of the barricades as possible, but if you need to be on your way, it's fine. We have enough men to do it ourselves.
What time is it now? Were we like in the middle of our day?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what time it was, but I would believe it's probably more in the afternoon than like the start of the day, because you guys did travel there. And I believe you guys long rested before you got there too, so I think it would be later in the day for sure.
I think we'll be heading out sooner rather than later.
It's fine.
Still got some hours left in us.
What are we doing right now?
I think we're looking at heading out, essentially. I just didn't know if anybody else knew anything.
Nope.
I just took my marble.
What are you doing?
I think we're hanging out.
Peace out.
Unless somebody else needs something.
No. All right, Hannah.
Yeah.
So you are in a very, very small, like basically the size of this room, cabin, and basically the door is still like slightly ajar, and there's basically a blood trail from the outside where you can see as the door is basically smacking. It's like opening and closing from the wind. That there's like lots of blood in the snow out front. And you're like basically sitting with your back against the wall, and Rahadin's dead in front of you. His hand basically was out with your amulet that you took in the dagger. What are you doing?
As I'm like up at like peeking out of this people, how long has it been since Irina was there?
I would say like 30 minutes at this point.
I guess I'm just gonna perceive to see if I can hear any sort of like movement or anything outside.
Yep.
Just to kind of see if it's safe for me to get out of this little hiding hole. 21.
With your really good hearing, you don't hear anyone nearby, but you do hear very faintly to like the north, like outside north, basically outside the door, west. Two people like talking, and like the only clip of it you hear is like one of them going, "When are we gonna pack them up?"
Can I? You said this is really small, right? Where we are.
Yeah. Also,
Is
just
there, like-
because your perception was high, in this cabin, you can see that it is filled with stuff from his past. So not only are there like older like dusk elf like wardrobe, like basically you know those like the mannequins without heads, just like the torso that you would put like robes and clothes on. He has a couple of those. He has like old like quilts and stuff that you remember from your childhood, from like the blimps that you've seen now when you were in this area as a kid. And you can kind of see this is like almost like a shrine of his old life hidden in these woods.
Are there any windows or anything in here?
There's one window.
Is it facing towards the west?
It's facing towards the west. Yeah, it's very. You can tell, like height-wise and everything, it's very, very small. And there's a lot of branches, but you, with your perception, you might be able to see through them. But it is like obscured. It's not like a cabin that's supposed to be like seen. It looks like it was like hidden.
I'm gonna stealth because I'm gonna try to carefully like not bring too much attention since I know there's at least somebody around. And try to get to that window to look out of it. Natural 20 for the stealth. 32. 14 for perception.
It's outdoors too, so it would be disadvantage.
This one was better.
Okay.
This is 26.
Yeah, so you're able to look out the window. You a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Not able to see through like the obscured, like the leaves and stuff and the snow on the, like there's like a tree like basically covering. But you do know like from where you heard you're looking in that direction basically, but you're not able to see body basically or location.
for now, because I can't see them, but I can hear them.
Mm.
And where they mention a body, I think I'm gonna crawl back into the space and try to wait it out a little longer.
Give me a... Either... I mean, I'm not even going to give you the either because I know you'll choose sleight of hand. So just give me a sleight of hand to make sure you put the compartment that hides you back correctly.
Uh, 27.
Okay. So a decent amount of time passes, about like 30 more minutes, before you hear the footsteps of two people. As one of them walks in and the other one's just outside. Like, you can tell, like, you hear them rubbing their hands together. As one is walking, and as they, like, walk, the blood kind of pours through the floorboards onto you. As dust kind of, and snow kind of falls down on you as well. As they're stepping, like, right over you where Rahadin's body is. As he, like, grunts, "Why do we have to bring him back in one piece? It'd be easier to cut him up." As the other one, like, yells back from outside, "He wants to maybe bring him back? I don't know. Maybe bury him in a tomb like he does all the others. Maybe put him on display, I don't know. But orders are orders." As you can tell that both of these men's voices are more human than the vampires you've fought before. Give me one more stealth check.
22.
Okay. You hear the boards bend a lot as you feel this guy, like, basically picking up Rodin and putting him on his back. As he walks out, and you hear the other one say, "All right, light it up." As a Molotov cocktail of alcohol gets thrown in, and it starts to get warm
Oh my fucking
as
God.
they start walking away.
Alright. That sucks. Alright, well, I'm gonna, get out.
Are you waiting, or are you gonna stay?
No, 'cause I was gonna get out anyway.
Okay.
I just didn't expect them to throw a Molotov cocktail. I was waiting for them to leave. And I was gonna ambush them, but here we are. Alright, I'm gonna get out. I imagine that it's pretty rapid at the moment.
So yeah, it's wooden, so, and it's old wood. So right away, the fire sets, and you're gonna open the compartment. Give me a dexterity save to see if you avoid getting burned as you come out of the compartment.
18.
Okay. As you, like, bring your hands out, you're able to, like, kind of push it and, like, kick yourself up to get away from the fire and put your back onto the wall that hasn't been touched yet. As in front of you right now, it is scorching in front of you, and then the door, as the door kind of falls forward onto the snow outside. So there's an opening, but there's fire in front of you.
What about the window to the west of me?
Give me a intelligence save to see if you're able to deduce the best course for yourself.
15.
15. You can see that the window is going to be the best bet, but has the more chance that you are noticed by them, because you would have to break through glass.
Okay. The wall that I'm up against, is there anything, like, quickly, like, because I'm gonna beeline it for the door, is there anything, like, as I back up, that I could quickly grab, like, one of the quilts or something that I remembered from, like, my past?
Yeah, because you did roll that high perception check, you do know of the stuff that's in there. Like, you have an awareness of it. So there are, like, the quilts you said near you, and those mannequins with clothes, like robes on them, are next to you on the like basically on that wall with you.
I'll snag a quilt and then I'll jump out.
Basically
Jump out
using the quilt
door.
against the fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me another.
Oh, okay. I'll basically, like, what I'm picturing is I like push myself out and I'll like back up because the fire's roaring in front of me, and I'll see the door and I'll reach and I know that quilt is there, and I intend to keep the quilt to have, but I will kind of like know where the door is and kind of brace myself and like protect like my face while holding the quilt.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah, you're not trying to burn the quilt. You're trying to keep the quilt,
Right.
but you're also trying to protect yourself with it.
Right. It's okay if it gets singed, but
Yeah. Athletics or acrobatics?
14.
14. You, with the quilt, it helped you, but it didn't help you enough. You do go through the fire as you take 6 fire damage, and basically roll into the snow and give me a stealth check as you get into the snow and into the open.
Didn't realize I had 10 HP. What was it?
Yeah, you didn't get the long rest yet.
What was the check? Stealth?
Oh, stealth. Yeah, this is stealth.
25.
Okay. As you kind of roll into the snow with burns a little bit, the quilt took some of it, but it's not heavily damaged. It's just like a little singed. As your like shoulder and like side basically got burned. You like land to the snow, which stings immediately off of that, like basically a 1st degree burn on the shoulder side area. But you're able to grin and take the pain and like kind of duck into the snow as you're like next to the blood of where he initially got stabbed, and you can see the footsteps, and you can see with your passive perception that they're about 50 feet away from you, walking with. Not yet. They're currently walking, and there's no trail right away. You're basically, when you get out of the hut and like passively you can kind of look around, the hut was basically built into like where a rock was, and there were trees completely covered in, and like the front of it's smaller than the back, so it kind of like hid and grew up into the trees. And the rest of the woods is just like forest right now. But there are trails that you can see from footsteps, including the ones that they're making right now.
The 4 HP is really fucking with me because it's throwing a wrench in what I wanted to do.
I literally gave you 10 HP today because you were still -6, and I said that you weren't dead. He like resuscitated you enough, so I gave you 10.
Yeah. They're about 50 feet, you said?
Yeah, 50 feet.
And there's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
See.
Yeah. They're kind of basically shooting the shit, basically, as they walk with Rod and on one of their backs. And you can tell now, seeing them, that they aren't vampires, they are Vistani.
I'm an idiot. I am going to... I assume that I'm still stealth.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, hidden. I'm gonna... You said they're 50 feet? I'm gonna grab my longbow, and I'm gonna shoot at one of them.
Okay. Give me 1 sec.
Guys, I die. It was a pleasure.
Did a good job.
Thanks.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You know, not having any health potions is definitely good.
You guys the worst thing you guys have done is burn full bridges in the town that has all the shit. You guys haven't been back to Vallaki in so long, and that's where all of the shit is in this campaign. And I'm not even saying you can't go back there, but you just haven't. So you just have been like resource low, like on
Yeah,
like
well,
all
maybe
health
we
potions.
will. Maybe we will.
Yeah, maybe it's bad. Maybe it's bad.
We didn't need them anyway.
Yeah, we're doing just fine. Look at us.
All right. You can make your shot. You do have advantage because you are stealth and they do not see you coming with their 14 AC. I mean perception. Passive.
What do you say? 24 to hit.
24. Yeah, you can roll damage. Which one did you shoot at?
Are they both holding my father? Or
No,
is
just one.
of them?
Just one of them.
I would shoot the one that's holding him.
Okay.
I'm rolling this because I don't know what to roll. No, I'm not. Gonna one. One of these will roll it. What is it? What's the damage on a longbow? It didn't fit.
1d8.
Thank you. 11. And then my sneak attack.
How do you want to kill him with the 11?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
He's just a Vistani.
I'm going to like shoot him like right in like the lower back. So when it shoots him in the back, he like quickly kind of like folds backwards in pain and drops my dad as it just hits him like right in an artery, if that's what's in your back, and he bleeds out.
So shoots him in like the back.
Yeah, like the lower back, and
Okay.
he, like immediately.
So as you shoot him, the guy to his right's kind of like shit talking about what they're gonna do when they get back to like camp, and all of a sudden the arrowhead comes through his back and then through the other side of his chest as he starts to turn around, and you do have a surprise round because you did surprise them, so you get another shot. As he kind of turns around and looks down, and you see him like start to look like astonished back towards you as you're like covered in blood in the middle of the snow with your bow out.
Just covered in blood. 24 to hit.
Hits. Beat his 12 AC.
6 damage.
6?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get you don't get sneak attack
Oh yeah.
because you're not hidden. Oh shit.
Well, I was gonna bonus action hide anyway, so.
Okay. Well, you still have the rest of your turn, so go ahead. Just there's the fact that there is a chance that he could kill you. It's
There
very
is.
exciting.
Am I getting my sneak attack or no?
No, you were going to bonus action hide to start.
After the after I shot that guy, my
You
bonus action would've
just
been-
do it because he has to roll against it because he does see you this time.
24 would be my high.
Yeah. He kind of like looks back and you kind of like move enough to like vanish into the shadow and then you shoot again, so go ahead and give sneak attack. Man, you almost imagine just dying from a 1/8 CR Vistani. Just like
16. Well, in my head, I was like, if I get surprised and shoot him and hide again, then I can go again and kill him as long as there's nobody else around here.
How do you want to kill him?
Take that chance. That guy, I'm gonna shoot right in the fucking head.
Yeah, so he like kind of turns. He kind of turns and thinks he sees you and just like looks back and forth, and then the arrow goes directly into his foot as he kind of like flips back quickly and lands directly on the ground. Thanks, random forest encounter, for. But yeah.
I will delve forward. So, 25. And I'm basically going to kind of go where they are, but also a little bit forward. To see if I see or hear anything else.
Yeah, so as you like slowly walk forward and like kind of look at both of their bodies, look at Rahadin's corpse, like walk over them as you notice that they're both completely dead. You continue walking, and there's a trail, but it's still pretty deep in the woods. Like you still don't. There's like the trail. I mean, is like old footprints from where a group were. You can see that there's much more. It was probably like 15 people total that came to Rahadin's camp when he was killed.
Okay.
But you don't see anything. You can make a perception check, but you don't see passively. You don't see any bodies anywhere, like moving.
Just because this is better than my passive, I'll do perception of 24.
24, yeah. You can see that this trail goes and goes, and like there's no, at least in your very good eyesight, no path right away, so that you haven't run into them yet, or like them loading into anything to move or anything like that. So you're kind of just alone with these two.
So what I'll do is I'm going to go back to the Vistani. I'm going to take my 2 arrows.
Yep.
I'm going to drag their bodies into the brush.
Okay, give me a survival check to see how well you hide them.
Yeah, you know, really good at survival. Survivor. 11.
Okay.
Really just hoping the heavy snow will eventually cover them.
Yeah, right now you can kind of see them in there because they wear colorful clothes too, but...
And I'm gonna kind of like walk back and like scatter the snow around.
I'll include your survival, and you're able. You can still see blood, but it's not like,
Yeah.
You'd have to look down and look at it, basically.
And then I have some common clothes. I'm gonna use those to kind of just like stop any sort of bleeding on Rahadin, and I'm gonna take him with me.
Okay. You can tell that his blood is not running.
Okay.
So while you like might try to do that, yeah, if anything, you're stopping, like putting a barrier between the dried blood on him, but he's not. Like, he's dead. He's not oozing blood anymore.
I'm gonna head, just for now, back into the opposite direction of where...
You're gonna go back to where the fire is?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back into that direction.
Okay.
I don't know where I am anyway, but I don't want any chance to cross with anybody, so...
Okay. Then we will cut back to the other group as they navigate south to Barovia. Give me, since you're going to be waiting outside, give me a con save for being outside in the cold.
Do I get advantage with my cold weather gear?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So the rest of you, as you guys make your way from the camp, I will need con saves for all of you guys, as well. Let's do it for Zava and Emil. We're also with you.
Dirty 20.
He's fine.
21.
You see Emil start to get pretty cold.
No.
Josh and Amanda.
Is there a mod for it? Oh wait.
It's your
a
save.
constant. Anyways, 22.
22.
Sorry.
Oh wait, it's a save?
Yeah.
26.
Okay.
Um, 20, 18? No, 17?
You're good.
17.
Is there any plan as you travel down the mountain?
I keep my eye out for any ambushes.
Not to kill myself falling off a cliff.
You're past the cliff stuff. This is pretty rudimentary. Like, it's I mean a mountain, but it's not like the cliff stuff is north of here. If you're looking around, you can either give me perception check or survival check. We will do. I think you guys will have like 4 hours before you have to long rest.
Dirty 20 on perception.
Okay. You do see like spots where a large group of people have come through this trail, which is pretty small comparatively to like bringing like a unit of men this way. Like broken twigs, stuff like that. Leftover like supplies that were used. So you can tell that this pass was used recently by a force, but that's all you see, as it does eventually hit daylight and your long rest time is up, so you can either push through or rest.
Push through.
You know, I push
Well-
through.
Mosey.
Mosey on through.
And just flat con saves.
Oh, 16.
I went onto a 1 and then rolled back to 13 plus 7. Dirty 20 again.
6.
6
6.
exhaustion 1.
I'm always exhausted.
It's very true.
I was born in it. I was born
It's molded by it.
Still smiling.
Amanda, I'm gonna roll for you. She's good. All right. As you guys continue on, you can once again give me any checks that you want to make.
I'll just continue to keep my eyes open throughout the day for any ambushes or anything of the sort.
Anyone else?
I'll keep my head on a swivel.
All right. You can both do perception checks.
Ain't looking at shit.
9.
9. It is disadvantaged for a little bit longer too because you guys are in the.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah, because you guys are still in the.
5.
6 with disadvantage.
Okay. 2.
I just dropped that, but you can't have it. Okay. I don't need the rules.
As it gets later in the day, you get out of the snow area as you're up. It's like it's snow still on the ground, but it's not disadvantaged anymore. As you can make me perception checks again if you want, because it won't be disadvantaged this time.
12. Hi, Meg.
11.
Oh, she doesn't have headphones on.
So as you get down, you do see tracks now of a can't think of the fucking word for the things. A carriage that are in the mud.
Can I tell what direction it's going based upon the hooves?
You can tell that it went north a little bit, like back south a little bit, back to where you are, and then they basically the grooves are going. The most recent grooves are going north.
Know of any carriages in these parts that would be coming this way?
Who are you asking?
Everyone. This is general.
General chat.
Yeah.
Not from around here, so I don't know if it is common.
Wouldn't you know?
Yeah.
I was just asking if I'm not familiar with any carts in this area. From what I know, carts don't usually come up here. I didn't know if you knew something about it. It's just a question.
This is my first time here. It seems unusual. Doesn't look like great terrain for it. Moving?
Yep.
Erwin.
Alright, as you guys make yourselves into the woods, it will be long rest territory again. What are you guys doing?
Perhaps we should prop up the hut. Purdue's looking a little tired back there.
It's just my face.
That's fine. I'll
That's how my face looks.
take speed and start making the hut.
Alright, we'll cut back to Ahlai. Alright, Ahlai, the fire starts dwindling down of the house in front of you, and so the cold's pouring in a little bit more.
I'm gonna head. My plan was to head back that way, and use that as warmth. So if the warmth's going away, then I'm gonna...
like you basically were able to like be near the fire for like 6 hours, I would say. Like if you wanted to leave any time between that, but I would say the fire would die after 6 hours because it burns down the whole place. Burns down. It would make a decent amount of noise at one point, and you like, but not enough to like bring anything towards you.
Then I'll start headed back down the trail.
Okay. Are you following the prints? Because if you are, I'll need a survival check because they are covered a little bit more now.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that will lead me out of wherever I am.
Yep.
Hold on, guys, I got this. I'm really good at survival. 13.
With a 13, you're still able to find them and follow them. As if you continue that way, is that where you're just gonna follow them to where they go?
Yeah, with Rob.
Yep. You are slower, so it takes you the rest of the day to get there. As night falls So it's a little. I fucking goddamn werewolf time fucks me up. It's such a pain in the. I'm never introducing a werewolf again.
Hey, you're the one that designed it.
But you get out to the basically main trail and you see the grooves in the mud where all the feet were and where they got basically into a carriage. As you basically look up and down as you're like right off of the mountainside. You are basically around here on the map.
Where? Sorry, I didn't see.
Down here.
Okay.
You wouldn't technically know that, but I'm trying to give you kind of
Yeah.
perspective where you are.
I'm gonna still try to push on and follow the tracks.
All right, give me a Constitution save. What you have weather gear, so you do have advantage.
Doesn't matter. 11.
Gotta remember winter weather's DC if it was 10 or 15. I think it's 10. I think you're good, but.
DC 10 con save.
Yeah, it's 10. Yeah, you're good. So you make your way. You are going slow, so it's taking you longer. Are you going through it? Are you going through your long rest? All right, just give me a flat roll con save for that.
$19 plus rolling 17.
Even going slow, you would able to catch up to them as they are long resting. As did you guys try to hide the tiny hut, or is it just on the side?
I mean, I would imagine we would put off to the side of the road, but we didn't really take any efforts to conceal it.
Ahlai, as you walk through in brightness of the day, of what the day is of Barovia, you do see a hut in front of you, off into the woods. Very familiar.
These fuckers.
Just camping on the side.
All snoozing. Can I, like, walk through that, or no, because I wasn't casted, like, around it? I don't know how that works.
I don't think we've ever run into this, huh?
Don't you have to specify the people at casting?
I would imagine you would specify.
I don't remember what the spell was.
But the ones in the dome when you first cast it can
Okay,
move
that's what I
freely.
thought. Okay. Is there is there a tree?
Abba?
There's a tree.
Is
That
there
was,
Abba?
that was the process of my brain
Abba.
trying to formulate words. Abba.
Ah.
I'm an idiot. I'm gonna prop Rahadin up on a tree, and I'm gonna walk up to.
For a second, I thought you were gonna like set him up like a spooky scarecrow.
I'm gonna just stand behind him and be his arms, and I'm gonna kind of walk up and like kneel down by the hut, and I'm gonna speak for the one that's always awake, Signoria. Signoria, is that you in there?
Ting, 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 ting.
It's your conscience.
It's that picture of Travis with Ariana floating behind him. It's a lie. Are you there?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
can
I don't
hear
know
you.
if we can. I don't know if we can talk through it. I'm so confused. We've never
Yeah. Okay.
really talked about the logistics of it.
I mean, we've always said that you guys can perceive through audibly. Unless...
Yeah, but I always imagine that you can if it was casted on you.
Hmm.
Wouldn't that be it? Like,
oh, so you might not. Yeah, you might not be able to
Yeah.
hear her, but she could probably
I
hear
probably can't hear her. Yeah, that's how I would imagine it.
you. No,
You-
where's the
I was gonna say, you know
wizard
the
with the
part-
book of the spells?
I was
Well,
gonna
I
say,
know.
it's like Harry Potter when they're like, you know how they're camping out in the
Because
woods.
What would be
and
the
it's
point if you're
muffled.
Yeah.
of you inside talking like than like someone walking by? You know what I mean? You wouldn't like hush hush. I would imagine it would dampen.
I mean, that makes sense,
You
yeah.
hear. Yeah. So anyway, fuck Tom. I don't need him.
I'm glad you got there on your own.
Can you hear me, Zanyaria?
I can hear you.
Ragnar?
Okay.
Circus?
I sleep.
Velma.
Assuming you're sleeping, fucking
Shaggy.
snoozing.
I hope it's you guys.
Zenora, you can see her obviously, but you also see to the left of her on a tree is Rahadin, like bent over like this, with blood on his like chest.
Corpse.
He's like sitting against a tree with his head down and like blood on his chest. You can't fully tell it's a corpse unless you want to roll for it, but you definitely see him.
But I can clearly tell it's him.
Yeah, you can clearly tell it's him from what he's wearing, and the blood on him, you can tell that he's at least injured.
I will step out and formally greet Ahlai.
It's like the abyss.
Head pops out, yeah, like arm
I just
first.
picture she like it's like fucking Jello, and it's like you stick your hand through like.
Oh, gross! I don't like it being Jello. No.
It's like a big
Oh,
bunch.
like-
It's like a big
It's made
sex
out of fucking
toy.
Clear Jello. It's all hazy and fucking.
It's all cellophane.
It's all it's all that silicone fucking
You just
lube.
see her push her
from
face
Yeah,
up against
Circos
it
has
until
to-
it pops through.
Circus has to spray it with sex cleaner.
There you go.
Anyways,
Were we in the middle of our long rest when she came, or at?
You're in your long rest. One of you can say that you're up, other than Zenyaria, because you don't have to sleep the whole time, but or at least just like stirred awake from it. But
I did say everybody's down.
not everyone would be up because you trying to get your long rest.
See about your father.
He's dead.
Dead.
Dead, dead.
More dead than me.
I mean, yeah. More dead than me. I don't really know how to explain you, so yeah.
Roll to poke Rahadin with a stick.
You don't have to roll; you can just do it.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna break up the biggest branch and just fucking I'm just kidding.
Roll the poke.
Roll to poke. You missed the poke. Critical failure. The stick breaks.
Impales me.
It just sinks into him, and all his guts fall out. That would be a critical fail. Just trip and fall into him. That would be the critical fail.
Yeah.
If you like skewer yourself and him on the stick.
You both.
Yeah.
That just reminds me of when Ryan, all of our critical fails were us falling. We're like, what's wrong with these floors?
Especially me being a fighter with multi-attack, so I just rolled more ones than anyone else.
Playing on a
Sometimes
nice
it's the
rink. Playing on a nice rink. But yeah, if you try to poke him or anything, he does not move.
Why did you? Where's?
Well, I mean, he is my father. trying to take his body back to Strahd. I don't know what they were planning. Any chance to turn him into a vampire is nothing I want to see for him. Oh my god, be with that blanket. But Irina was the one who killed him.
Irina killed him?
Yes. Here you go. Tuck her in. Tuck her in. Yep, tuck in the sides. Tuck in the sides. Make sure she's nice and comfy. Dog lives a better life than me, too.
Makes you think.
I'm really tired. Just bloody and sweaty, cold.
You gotta do the yawn. We'll say in your.
Sensitive. Wakes everybody else up.
Meg over here, I fucking hate you. Me too. Yeah.
Me too.
Dude, that's how loud she
Get
was
in
doing.
line.
Get in fucking line. I got #1 ticket. Well, if you're tired, then sleep. I'll keep an eye on your... Is he staying over there?
Where else to put him?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'll kind of like drag him a little further in. Kind of hide him a little bit. I'll lay him down and won't prop him up, you know.
So you're just gonna move him and lay him on the ground and go like this and just let snow accumulate on him?
And I'm gonna use that quilt and I'm just gonna kind of huddle up like near his body and try to meditate for whatever I can. 'Cause I can't go in the hut.
Yeah, so I haven't gotten to
Pathetic
use
Ahlai.
I haven't gotten to use this
Yeah, pathetic Ahlai.
because you guys
Outside.
have had the fucking time yet. I need 4 con saves.
Yay. Are they still all at advantage?
Yeah, because you still have the gear on.
Wait, am I doing this or just a lie?
Just me.
Stuck outside the hut.
No, everyone else is fine. And you're gonna be able to long rest if you want to do your long rest. There's not gonna be any combat things or anything coming bump in the night. Other than a lie. And her dad.
You said 4.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 6, 12, 17, and 8.
So you get 1 exhaustion.
Did you add a +4 to any of those? Question mark.
No.
Well then. Guess there's no helping you.
10, 16, 21, and 12.
No levels of exhaustion.
Forgot what it was like to have a sweet embrace of scenario.
I wouldn't call it sweet.
I wouldn't call it sweet.
I have 2 banes in life from this campaign. One of them is just Circos, and the other one is her fucking save thing that she gives that only bolsters Circos.
What have I done?
Damn, catching hot strays.
Jeez. First, it's because I cast Blink in the other campaign.
I feel like ISO's much more killable in the other campaign, even though you're also very elusive.
No, ISO is very much unkillable because of Blink.
Yeah.
She's very elusive.
Circos is frustrating because he's right there and I can't kill him. He's right fucking in front of me.
Mocking you.
He really does. He mocks me every time.
Stop mocking me.
All right. I'm just gonna. You were technically on a different schedule than them, but I'm just gonna bypass that because I don't care enough. Because the werewolf time fucked me up so much anyway. But yeah, you can all long rest.
Where are we on werewolf time?
Before we, like, in terms of the 8 hours of sleep, or like 8 hours of long rest, how much free time do we get? Is it 2 hours? I fucking forget.
2.
Alright, I was gonna study my spell.
Yeah, you can put 2 hours towards it.
Do.
You got a big chunk because you guys had like full downtime earlier. If you would have stayed the night at the place, you could have made a big dent into it. But what's
Oops.
Right, Emil does no longer has exhaustion. All right. As the rest of you wake up, in the afternoon, I think 1 o'clock's usually when we say it anyway. You're able to see 2 bodies outside. One of them's Ahlai, and the other one's the other one's harder to see. You see one of them's under a quilt, the other one's covered in snow. But you see like the boots basically.
Just preserving the body in the cold. We do it.
Ahlai, how'd you get away?
No response while you're in the bubble. Ahlai's just
Hello? Is she ignoring me?
Like, tug down
Hello?
the top of the bubble and fucking collapse it.
As it collapses, the cold air hits you.
Delicious. Feels like home.
Ragnar takes off more clothes. Nice day out.
Did you kill your dad? As I look at the body.
I'm gonna like pop my head out of the quilt. No. Irina killed him.
And she left you?
I was hidden. He hid me under the floorboards.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Saves. I thought you would be at Ravenloft by now.
I just picture him like Mrs. Steph, just rocking back and forth on your feet. Oh,
No, I'm doing that yoinky sploinky.
Yeah, was hoping he could burn his body. They killed him, these 2 Vistani. We're gonna take him back to Strahd. And at the end of the day, he is my father. I don't know what his plans were. So, killed the Vistani. And, took his body with me.
And yeah, we can gather up some wood.
You said Vistani?
Oh, Savant's here. You hear him breathing.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't even know he's there yet.
Yeah, there are 2 of them.
What do they look like?
Colorful clothes. Like they always did.
You would know that some of them look different.
Some of them looked different.
Very colorful.
Yeah. Purples.
Just a reminder, it's been a while since Vistani, that there were multiple factions, right? And there was the main faction where you guys got okayed with, and they were supposed to bring you back the guy who killed Tarkin, but you guys haven't made it back to them. These guys look like the guys that killed Tarkin, and so Zentori's fully signed up with them, I guess. Then
They were kind of wearing the same outfits in the one that killed Tarkin.
Zentori, then.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, who's gonna burn him?
I can.
I'll help with wood.
I mean, I can start the flame quite quick if we want.
Poof. Just fireball him. I'm gonna like go to his body and like brush off a lot of the snow. I was like, what the fuck are we in? And I'm gonna quickly like just search his pockets and stuff and see if there's anything on him.
You can give me investigation check.
At 26.
The only stuff that's left on him is he does have 100 gold and 50 copper, 50 silver in his pockets.
150 and 50, you said?
Yeah, he has a scimitar still on his hip. There's some poison darts still in his in his jacket. And that's it. You have his amulet that has Deathly Choir.
Okay, I'll take all of it.
Okay. Poison darts, there's 10 total. I can actually pull that into your thing because it's like a ability.
Oh, before you slide it in mine, I was gonna ask, does anybody want a scimitar or poison darts?
I'll take the darts. I can throw them. Unless you want to throw them.
I'll split them with Ragnar. I'll take 5. I'll give him 5.
I got darts.
I got dots.
I gotta pee right back.
You gotta split them?
Yeah,
You said?
5 and 5. You said there was 10, right?
Yeah.
What's the matter, buddy? Are you comfy? Are you comfy? I can see your little head. I can see your little head.
Alright, you have poison darts. It's an action in there. And Ragnar. You have poison dart. It's a 5 in there. I don't know if it's going to remove it or not, so just make sure to keep that tally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone taking the scimitar, or are you leaving it? You can just import it too. It's just a normal scimitar.
Yeah, if no one's gonna take it, I'll just keep it on me.
Yeah, just import the scimitar. And then the gold you can do whatever with.
I'm keeping it. I ain't splitting that with anybody. Yeah, I'm gonna just clean off his body. I went through his pockets and like just kind of assist with Ragnar in like the kindling and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're like assisting, you do notice that on his ring finger he has a tattoo of like a dagger that twirls basically on two ends. That was for your mother. And his clothes, while riddled, you can see are very high design. I don't think anyone's ever noticed that before. He was very fashionable of a person. But I think that's all I have left of Rawhide, and so you can go ahead and burn as your however you want to burn.
I don't know. I'll just like
No checks either. You can grab his whatever wood and make it however, like you can make it a big fire, you can make it a small fire, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean nothing crazy. And I think yeah, I have a tinder box. I don't need no magic. Use my tinder box. Create a spark. And light him up.
Okay. Lights up pretty quickly against the snow as it like sort of just cuts through it. As he burns pretty quickly with the amount of clothing he wore. As he lights up. You visually see almost like a spark of like not like a form, but like more mist that kind of like pulls away and dissipates. I'm not sure where it goes from there. But
to a very good, happy place, I'm sure.
well, I can tell you it's not going anywhere but other than Barovia, but but yeah, it burns and there's no worry from you that he will be able to be used for anyone else's, since that has happened to you guys a couple times now.
I'll just, while he's burning, take a few steps back so I'm not obliterated by fire, and I'll just kind of kneel down and keep to myself for a little bit. Not like super long, like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would say like this whole situation was like 2 hours, basically part of the day. Setting it up and like letting it burn and all that. Sorry for the loss of your dad. I know.
It's okay.
I did work with him a bit. And he was a good guy, I guess. He was fine. Other than like
he tried to kill us twice.
No, I'm talking about before that. When I was rank and file. I get the bad parts.
When you were square.
I don't know what that means.
I was impressed by his magical horse. It's very impressive.
Man,
What
he's
the
an
man?
idiot. He's an idiot. I don't know what his goals or his intentions were. Tried to make me seem like they were for the best. For my race, at least, but if he'd only just listen, maybe he wouldn't have been in this predicament. But just didn't want to see another person turned into a vampire.
What's wrong with that? Good vampires.
No fact.
He was put in a precarious situation. The Dusk Elves are, for the most part, extinct. Make people do crazy things.
Well, hopefully I can do something about it. Won't have to die in vain.
Now this red gem. Where is it going?
Tree. That, Yester Hill. Gawk's tree. That's the one. Think the tree? Yesterhill. Moral of the story. The druids will know from there.
Well, we should have, last we departed, I know some of the allies we've made are in the vineyard, and that's on the way. So that, if anything, could be a meeting point before or after. I will have to take a meal to the werewolf clan.
Oh, I thought you said I'll have to take a meal. Like
meal.
you needed some
I'm
blood.
gonna have to take
and
a-
I was gonna say, you're not having any of my blood.
I was like,
why are you talking about food right now?
He hasn't drank in
Meal.
forever.
I'm hungry.
It's been a minute.
Damn, I'm proud of him.
He's a Starian. He's feeding off of rodents.
Is,
Like a
is
fucking
Is it dry January
dickhead.
in Barovia?
Try January.
Yeah, do they have NA fucking blood? Non-alcoholic blood anywhere?
It's no neck, no November, I think.
He's gonna have to drink baby blood after all this. Get it right from the source.
Fresh and straight.
But yeah, stopping at the vineyard seems like a good idea. I forgot that was even on the way.
Well, if we do split up, that's where I'll head. Because I would
Sounds good.
believe after this red gem, you are going to actually take the fight to him.
That's the plan. Feel like we've done all we can besides actually fight him. Where's the sun sword in all this?
I have it.
Oh, you do still have it? Okay. I can't remember if you had it or if we had to recover that.
I think she just has to reattune to it.
About those tarot cards, are there anything else that might help us? That we know of, at least?
One is inside the castle.
Den of Wolves. That was a book, and he got the book. So that's probably somewhere at the castle.
Yeah, you lost the book.
Roaring Fire one, that one's at the castle. The pool was the blade, which you have. I have no idea who a dead man of noble birth is, guarded by his widow. And he dwells with one whose blood sealed his tomb, a brother of light snuffed out too soon. That sounds like Strahd's brother, I'm guessing.
As your enemy is a creature of darkness, and this will lead you to him.
This card will lead you to him.
Goodness.
He dwells with the one whose blood sealed his tomb.
He's with his brother? Wait, I thought his brother was in Kretsk.
You'd be talking about somebody else.
Did he have two brothers?
No, just one.
It's a brother of light, not a brother of straw.
Brother of Straw.
Brother of straw. Straw brother.
Mother of Strahd.
Mother of Strahd.
Oh, a brother of light. Okay.
Ravenloft is named after his mommy. Mama's boy.
Oh, bitch boy.
Hey,
All issues, they start with the
what
mother.
is a man?
I assume whoever this person is probably somewhere in the crypt.
What crypt?
The crypt of Castle Ravenloft.
Okay, so everything left is at the Ravenloft.
I'm assuming.
Maybe there's a widow there as well. Have we met a widow? I feel like there's a lot of widows.
Made
Yeah,
a lot of
you have met multiple widows.
No one's asked us to resurrect their husband, so.
My favorite part is knowing exactly who
Yeah, I know you do.
Senora, you look like you might have an idea of what's swirling around in your mind. Ragnar casts detect thoughts.
As you say that, just like a bug comes out of her ear. That's what was going on.
Those were the bug's thoughts, not my thoughts.
Maybe someone at the vineyard will know something about a widow.
Vineyard vines.
Well, I'm ready to
We also
press
would
on
need the
when you
means
are.
to resurrect, which we do not have,
Well, makes you
based
think.
upon what that card says.
Makes you think.
We're in the
That
end game
blanket on your bed looks like Kyla, or a very nice crispy piece of chicken.
now. I want fried
see
chicken.
it.
You see it?
Yeah, I don't have my glasses on.
It's
So
like
of course I see
it's
that,
either a
yeah.
large Kyla or her
That's-
fried chicken.
That's a large Kyla.
There's
He hasn't
speaking
moved since
speaking
That's a
of
piece of chicken.
speaking of comes old fucking fat ass over here,
Oh yeah,
Walter.
that's like it's a
What'd you
Popeye.
just call him? Leave
Old
him
fat
be.
ass.
Yeah.
He's fluffy.
Yeah,
No,
you're
nothing's better than calling the fluffy animals
Oh.
old fat asses. Because
Oh.
Kyla got up the other
He's
day
the
and she
fat
looked
ass. Look at
so
her.
fat
Look at
that I
her.
had to
Look at
check.
Hey, what the fuck?
It's hot.
Yeah, you hot?
Just like, oh god. This is how I die.
She's
That's
fat
not so
ass.
bad.
Any of you that think your pet is fat, take a look at mine.
Travis. I'll remind you.
How heavy's Reba?
Huh?
How heavy's Reba?
Too much. I can almost barely lift her. She's like fucking 80 pounds, dude.
Oh, okay,
Fucking
yeah, she's
massive.
fatter. He's like 60 something.
Well, Bailey's fatter than that. Bailey's 70.
Yeah, but how tall is Bailey? I feel like Bailey's a little bit bigger.
Namakashi.
I don't know. He's
Oh my-
dog height.
No, Bailey's long.
Bee's short and stubby.
Namakashi.
Billy has long
He's
legs.
only 35 pounds. Oh.
Bee's light for her breed. My
She just
parents
looks
had like a pit like that. And she was 90.
Tell the vet that.
Oh, she was
They
fucking
tell her
90
she's
pounds.
overweight.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's crazy.
I think it's just there's so many different, because pit bulls are just a mix
Yeah.
for the most part anyways, so there's like some that have bigger frames. Bee's like smaller than she seems.
She's very compact. She built like a baked bean.
Chonk.
She is. I thought we're on our way though.
My goodness. All right, as you guys continue on, if you're making any perception checks or anything, let me know. But I'm gonna delete this.
She's like, the fuck?
See, I can't pick my dog up like that. I would fucking die.
I'll do a perception check.
As you get about halfway, yeah, give me a perception check.
I'll help Ahlai.
Your help didn't help. 22.
In case anybody wants to see the world's fattest fucking dog.
22.
Enjoy.
The snow becomes rain as you guys travel the roads. There is very minimal movement. Last time you were down this way, it was actually active. As you can see, like columns of smoke in Kret's direction over the woods as you come up to the Raven River Bridge. But no creatures that bump in the night. But as you guys get to the Raven River Bridge, Zavat and Emil look over. Well, this is where I break off. I'll meet you guys at the vineyard after.
Sounds good.
See you there.
I thank you for saving me. We will assist in what we can.
Of course.
You're always
Give our
welcome.
regards to. Oh, fuck, I forgot her name. Hold on.
Lapernica.
Hold on. I have it somewhere.
Hey, who is it?
Zulika. Zulika? Give her regards to Zulika.
I will. I very much will.
Oh yeah, there she is. I was scrolling through the.
Yeah, it's his wife. As he and Zavat
Oh yeah.
head across the bridge.
Wait. Hold on, B, you gotta get down.
I can't read that.
Did it.
What's
Okay.
the-
Fiona Watcher, widow,
Oh.
husband,
Oh.
Nikolai.
Oh. Oh, whoops.
God damn it, he did
Guys,
it,
I took
ladies and
notes.
gentlemen. Holy shit!
Who's Fiona
Well-
Watcher? I forget.
Was that Milwaukee?
Did it.
Yeah, she's the fucking the big bad of Velaki now. Yeah.
Hey, Velaki was doing pretty well, other than there was hidden agendas at night and people were scared, but it was it had prosperity.
Hey, remember that time you almost killed her?
Yeah, he did almost kill her. Remember? Yeah, I remember that fun fucking escapade of a fucking side fucking journey.
Me and Tom just breaking off and
Yeah,
going into another dimension,
ever since
being
then.
spooky. Go!
Ooh,
Ever
spooky
Ever
ghouls.
since then, Tom hasn't been able to get full health.
I haven't needed
great
it, to be
time.
honest.
Fuck you, I hate you.
Great time.
Suck my dick.
Take that packing and shove it up your ass.
You get right outside the vineyard when 24 hours goes by. Are you guys pushing, or are you guys camping out here?
How far away are we?
How far away? You say? You can see like an opening, so you can make a intelligence save to know the exact timing it would be.
I vote we push on.
boy.
Not everybody's on our
coverage up.
schedule.
Okay,
No,
that's
that's not
good,
hard.
right? Yeah, 15. That's good. You would know it's 5 hours away.
Oh. Like 5 hours away. Anybody need to sleep? Good.
I say we just push on.
It's probably best.
Just give me con saves. With your fucking additional Zenyaria as you guys huddle up in a 10-foot range when you guys make saves.
That'll be
Everybody,
12.
gather in.
Oh, I've even been adding seniorities to mine.
I'll just pick up Scenario and rub her on my head for good luck.
Magic 8 ball. Just makes you a little staticky.
24 for Ahlai.
22.
19.
No sub-10s, no?
Nope.
Alright, you guys push forward.
Scuzzy.
As
Next to that giant chicken tender.
I don't know, I haven't used this in so long.
Like, fuck this.
Hello?
As
Hello.
through the
Circle.
rain, you can see the vineyard with multiple lights on. Well, it'd be
Does the
daylight. It'd be
vineyard-
daylight because once again, werewolf time.
Does the vineyard look like it's thriving again? Or
As you get to the vineyard, you notice one thing is that instead of lights, it's smoke because it's daytime because you guys have a fucking werewolf schedule. You would see that there's some rebuild of the actual vines, but without the power of the green gem, it's not necessarily thriving right now. But there's a little bit of growth. But you can see for the most part, there's a lot of movement of like carriages that are like outside of it. and movement inside the building, as this is where a lot of your allies have relocated themselves, and that's where we'll go to break.
Sheesh. Okay. trying to remember who was like the de facto in command here. Was it the Raven people whose name I forget?
Yeah, the Mardikovs own it. A brief like synopsis was Davian and Adrian basically were working here, and they had a relationship that was kind of with like a sort of rift with Erwin, who owns the Blue Water Inn.
Frankie.
But then you guys kind of helped them, and then they were trying to rebuild that relationship a little bit. And then you guys didn't get the poison out of the wine, so they poisoned people by accident, and the Blue Water shut down. Erwin came back this way. Well, all of that's combined into that. but the Erwin came back this way, and then Rictavio and Ismark, this was the last place that they were heading when you guys talked to them. Oh yeah, and Esmeralda. Let's see it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll make my way towards the entrance of the place into like the main area, main entrance.
Fucking names of these people are always not how I spell them. What's the other one? Okay. All right, what were you doing? Sorry.
Just making my way inside, like the main entrance.
Yeah, as you like guys head towards the building and like come around the corner, you see a man with like shoulder length dirty blonde hair and a man with like short hair, like lugging crates of wine from those two doors. There's like a garage-ish area in the wine vineyard. They're lugging wine out into like where the carts are. As one of them looks over, well, why ain't you guys a sight for sore eyes?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Where's this shipment off to?
Balaki. It's weaponry. It's the best way to get it is through wine these days. The Watchers have it pretty tightly nipped.
Well, we were making our way back towards Yester Hill. We have the Red Mountain Gem.
Oh. Well, you best speak to Erwin and Adrian. Sure Davian would want to know you guys are around too. Some of your friends are here too. Rictavio, Fella, and Ismark. They're upstairs.
Adrian and them upstairs as well?
Yeah, they're all around in the winery itself. Chip.
Alright, we'll make our way up. Thank you.
Yeah. As you guys make your way in, you see two kids run by as Bray and Brom are chasing each other down on the lower floor. As Danica notices you guys, as she's like in like a makeshift kitchen area that she's making food for the morning. Yeah, morning, I think, with you guys. As she looks over. Oh, wow. You're all alive.
Yep, still kicking.
We knew you guys made it somewhat, thanks to your friends here, but they said you were going to the top of the mountain. No one's really ever been up there, so we were kind of worried. I'm sure you're famished, so if you need any food, there's eggs, bread, all laid out.
Hold on. Do you have any hash burgers?
I don't know what that is.
Something I just thought up.
You know, we have waffle with mustard, pickles, hot sauce. No
God
breakfast
damn it.
items.
God. Nightmare.
I'm gonna grab some food.
Yeah, so you can, if you're trying to take any for rations, let me know. But food, you can eat as much as you want, basically.
Wish Salazar was here so I could see what fucking degenerate way he eats this breakfast.
You don't want to know. Don't even think about it. Don't let that thought
I'm
cross
just gonna
your mind.
take like 2 eggs and a slab of toast and just right on top and just munch on it.
I'll make myself a makeshift sandwich as well.
Sandwich game.
Yeah.
It's the only one piece of bread for me. Ragnar's cutting back on the carbs.
I was like, what's this little icon? This is where Ragnar made his fucking debut. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's where the vine fucker was born.
Yeah. This is, I have this right in there.
Fucker of vines.
I am still the vine fucker.
Approaching the vineyard. You can hear multiple voices above you as you guys are grabbing food.
Should make our way up.
Yes, let us go.
As you guys make your way up the stairs past like the old buckets where you killed a man and threw him into the wine with poison, you guys turn the corner into the rooms. The first room you see is a room with a big table in the middle, and surrounding the table are Adrian, Davian, Erwin, and with a knife with her back leaned against it, you see Muriel as well. She's kind of like picking at her nails. As mid-conversation, they kind of stop. And Erwin looks over. Well, well, well. How are you guys?
Wasn't sure if everyone was supposed to speak. We're doing pretty good, all things considered.
It's never better.
So, what you were looking for was a success, I'd measure?
More or less.
More or less. I guess more is better than nothing. Well, we got some of your friends here. We've been trying to do our own of helping where we can, specifically in Vallaki. We got some were-ravens hidden in plain sight. Got barrels full of wine with weaponry in case we need it. But we're all really just waiting your word.
Well, we returned from the mountain with the mountain gem, so our first plan was to head on down to Yester Hill and return this to the druids, so that it could be returned to the land.
It would be
From
good.
there...
Well, it would just be good if someone talked to the druids. They were trading with us and we haven't heard from them in like 5 days.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
I'm sure that is a very good sign.
But yeah, I think our plan was to return that, and then we were going to figure out some sort of attack on Ravenloft.
Well, we can help with what we can. Muriel's kind of been keeping an eye out on the skies. It's been quiet, which is kind of, in its own right, not great. no movement out of that castle. There was a chariot not too long ago, but we lost sight of it.
If I had to guess, I would assume it was Rahadin.
Well, this was coming south. So, was that him?
Well, Rahadin met us on the mountain.
Oh. Could have been. What's his status?
Sorry, who?
Rahadin.
He's dead.
Oh, well, that's good. You kill him?
Yeah. No. I forgot her name. Fucking. Hey, wait, is Mark in the room?
Not in this room, no.
Well, Ragnar would have noticed anyways. Why can't I think of her name right now? I'm drawing a blank.
Irina?
Irina. I wanted to say Isabella, but I know that's Isabella von Karstein, which is a Warhammer vampire.
Well,
Irina killed him.
Irina?
Yeah.
well? What's that?
Ahlai knows the details of that.
So, like, that's a good thing, right? I mean, she's always been able to, I believe, put up a fight.
It's not a good thing.
Why wouldn't it be?
Irina isn't what she used to be. Not anymore.
You're gonna speak in riddles, or you're gonna say it clearly?
She's a vampire. She was taken by Strahd.
Oh.
She killed Rahadin because he betrayed Strahd. Rahadin was my father.
She just so easily turns over.
Guess. She tried to kill us when we were in Ravenloft. That's where we saw her for the first time as a vampire.
Does her brother know? He's here, you know.
He doesn't know.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I know that girl not too well, but never known her to be the type to join with Strahd, so there's something more to that.
You're right. For Ismark's sake.
Well, I'd be careful with how you present that, but he should know. Oh, and did you have my horse? I really want to see her. It's been a long time.
Are you speaking about Daffodil?
Yes. The one I let you guys borrow. Last we spoke, you guys said she was good, but I really got to see her. It's been, I don't even know how long. I've lost track.
Quite to recall.
It's really like the one joy I have in these dark, dark days is knowing that horse
Ahlai, do you remember where we stabled
is
her?
safe with you. Are you stabled her?
Yes.
Deception check.
Like that.
We stabled her, the High Mountain clan, when we went up to the gates of Slinka gates. What the fuck? How do I pronounce it?
16.
We left. Well, hold on, I'm helping. We left Daffodil with the High Mountain clan. Unfortunately, we were not able to grab her since I was taken by Rahadin. But it is our plan once we drop off this red gem to go grab Daffodil and bring her back.
Can roll with advantage.
Still a 16.
Still a 16.
God damn it.
Well, you don't have to go all the way up there. I could go up once this is like clear. Once you guys are gone. She's with someone safe though.
She's with the clan.
Well, I don't know this High Mountain clan for the most part. No offense, big guy, but we've only known them as savages.
They don't take well to outsiders, so
No, we really don't.
it's best that we go get her when things settle down.
I'll hold you up to that. I had a nightmare that she died in a terrible fire the other day. I woke up with sweats and chills. But then I was like, they're very dependable. They would never let that happen to her.
No harm should ever come to a beautiful horse.
She rides nice, doesn't she? She's got like a kick to her step, I swear.
Yes. Yes, it's a pep in her step. It's a crisp ride.
Yeah, it's very crisp. I miss it. We have this old ratty brown haired. It's not the same. Well, I ain't gonna hold up more of your time. I'm glad she's safe. We'll make amends after this.
Man, these savages, they're really gonna take the brunt of this when it's all over.
Savages. Deep cut.
Well, you should see your friends. If you have any questions for us, you know where we are. As they all nod.
The great are good.
Not at the same time. Muriel does not nod because she's a bitch.
Seek out our allies.
Skid mark.
You just walk down a little bit more on this like balcony end. There's another side room. As you walk in, there is Rictavio hunched over with tons of like his books and shit out and a map where he's like using like the metal, what is the cartography thing? I don't know what it's called, but he's using it.
Compass?
That's what it's called. Sexton?
Oh, sexton.
Yeah, he's using that to like
the sex thing.
Try to do like a rough estimate of Ravenloft, and then you see Esmeralda in there as well. She's sharpening her blades, which she has a short sword and a rapier that she's sharpening. And Ismark is like nodding, like he's sleeping with like his head down in the corner with his like holding his legs. Yeah, that's all that was in that room. None of them notice you because they're all off to their own things.
We don't get so bad.
Rictavio looks over first. Oh, you're alive.
Is that so surprising?
A little bit, yes. You're always a little bit brash, it seems. You don't have years of experience, you know.
I prefer the description as decisive.
From what I've seen, at least of them, not of you, big man.
Big man. Yeah, big man.
There's not true decisiveness. It's more chaotic and survive somehow.
It's my style.
Were you able to, I believe last we spoke, you went to Ravenloft.
Yes.
Where did we go to Ravenloft last time?
We went to
Went
get
to
the skull.
Right.
Argensvoss.
So we went to Ravenloft, we recovered the skull, and we returned it to Argensvoss.
Were you noticed?
Yes.
I did that. I was like, were we noticed?
Yeah,
I went to speak, but
Rack in
then
the brain.
then I stopped because I was like, "Is Mark's in here?" I'm not the one breaking that news. Ragnar is not a good newsbreaker. He believes that you should just be straight up and rip off the band-aid, so he would just say it.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Leave it to Ahlai and
He needs to know.
Circos. We won't know until the end of the campaign. They'll somehow keep a cloak over his eyes.
What do you think the best friendship rings are for? They're just secret rings. All their secrets. And every time they have another secret between them, they get another fucking ring.
Damn fucking right.
While you were there, were you able to... Well, first of all, were you seen? You were, correct? By who?
Rod. Right? Trying to think of what happened when we were there.
It wasn't Rod. Deception check.
It wasn't?
Oh, it was Irina.
No, it certainly wasn't.
Was I?
It was Irina.
It was Irina.
When we first saw her like transform.
I'm sorry. I'm not thinking of in the
All our
castle
other
being
escapades.
seen. I'm thinking of.
This
we
is
were
why
seen
you
bringing
should
the
always be
skull.
truthful, because now your lies are all crossed up.
Yep.
I'm all wrong, but.
Great point.
15,
Very good point.
15.
Deception.
or maybe Elijah.
I think it's Ahlai because she actually said it.
Just deception for being fucking stupid.
You didn't really lie because you said some people came after us and you didn't say anyone.
Deception is dirty 20.
Well, there's something you're trying to hide. What is it?
What do you mean?
I can see it in your face. This is my first rodeo. They have rodeos there?
At Argensvost. Yes.
Rodeo.
We had people come after
We have
us.
not started to discuss Argensvost. We were talking about Castle Ravenloft. You said he said we were sighted by who? These are
Oh,
vital information if we
My
were to storm
apologies.
the castle.
I'm not trying to deceive you. I'm just being dense.
One and the same.
Who's talking to me, first off?
Rictavia.
Octavia?
Yeah, that's why he's an asshole.
For you. This is just Hannah and Ahlai going on this fun journey together. Of
You-
What the fuck are we talking about?
You and Rictavia have really never gotten along. It's always been
No,
pretty...
and it's alright. I was like fucking hanging on for dear life like 8 hours ago. Fuck off, dude. I'm gonna look towards. Ismark is in the room, right?
He is not awake yet.
He's not awake.
He's not awake.
It
He's
doesn't
like that
fall.
pit bull that I watched the
Is
other
one.
day that you can say anything. Except Irina, and then he wakes
Yeah,
up.
then he goes...
It's like a trigger word.
Where is she?
I think it's something that we need to talk to Ismark about. I'd hate to disturb him from his slumber, but
He's been sleeping enough, believe me. He's not much help, this boy.
He's taking depression naps.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna. Where's he sleeping on? Like a bed, a chair?
He's like a
board,
chair, basically, in the corner.
a noose. Where is he at?
No, it's a chair in the corner, back to the wall, basically, head down.
We all
I'm
full Monty.
gonna. I'll walk.
Hannah.
I'll like walk over and put my hand on his shoulder. I'll be the bearer of bad news.
He, like, wakes up, and he sees you, and you see his smile, and he gets up and hugs you. I thought you guys were... I'm fine. Helping as much as I can.
Apparently, according to fucking Rictavio, Mr. fucking fancy cart.
You were safe, you went to the castle?
yes,
Right?
we did.
And it's been a while. Did you see her? Was she there?
She was there.
Oh,
But
she's alive.
I think
He, like, takes a second.
I think you need to sit down.
I am sitting down.
Oh,
He's just sitting up in bed like, don't wake daddy. I think you should sit down.
No, shit.
Why don't you just lay back down? Because this is
Sorry,
gonna be a
I-
fucking nightmare for you.
apologies for myself. I've died and come back to life, and I've been on the edge of death a few times this journey, so apologies if my mind is not cooperative.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just glad to hear that she's alive. There's a chance we can get out of this.
We went to the tower, the castle, the tower, to retrieve the skull where our organs lost.
Yes, I remember.
And
In the bone room.
in the bone room, yes. And unfortunately, we were caught by somebody. And somebody was Irina. But she's not the same Irina that she was before.
I don't understand what you're trying to say. That doesn't make any sense. Why would she catch you?
Like I said, she
Remember stick.
was turned into a vampire.
Wow. Pretty serious.
Amanda had that shit ready to go. She had her finger over her neck.
Fucking hovering.
Nice job! None of you!
I feel dead. I was fucking waiting.
You lie. It's lies. Falsehoods. He is important to her. To become a vampire, you must die. Please say psych. Just kidding.
Please say psych. Please say psych.
But also, we discovered that Irina is somebody else. Has been somebody else. Someone by the name of Tatiana.
She is nobody but my sister.
I know it's not an easy thing to hear.
No, you don't understand.
I've been dreading this conversation, I truly have.
We'll dread it longer.
As he'll get up and walk out and slam the door.
That went well.
Yes, I was going to say that to Winters as well as I thought it would.
No, we should make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Well, he didn't
Like
kill us. That's a.
Yeah, he might be marching to Ravenloft right now. That'd be pretty stupid.
It would be. He's not that smart of a man.
He's very kind to us during our travels. So.
Kindness only gets you so far. They're usually dead.
Well, I guess I'll go follow him.
And I'll just, like, walk out.
Just convince him you can have his revenge.
And I'll recount to you, Rictavio, the rest of our journey. Ragnar's gonna sit down.
I'll pull up his chair.
Hike up his jorts.
I'm gonna go.
Where'd she leave off? We
her
got
sister.
the skull. Irina found us, and she followed us in pursuit. We shrunk the skull with magic.
Yes, I was there when you got the magic. Yeah. Yes.
And
Glad
then
it
we
worked.
found a teleportation room, which I believe Circos knew of before from his ethereal journey in Ravenloft.
Whoa.
When we were ghosts, spooky ghosts.
We will need to talk about that as you see him quickly writing down a note.
As we were spooky ghosts.
Continue.
Oh, you want to circle back to it? Okay. When we went through the teleporter, what color did we choose? I look at Circos.
There's just so many colors of the rainbow. Right?
For a second, I thought you were like a leeway and like a interpreter for this. I mean, aren't you a wizard? Why is he talking to me and not you?
I want to say
Because I'm the
indigo.
third smartest in this group.
Anyway, that's where boats come to settle.
Purple.
Purple.
Indigo.
We took the indigo
Maybe blue.
color, maybe blue. We arrived at mountain.
They had helpful
I'm not there. I'm not there.
inscriptions
I can't tell you.
and everything.
Yeah. But we arrived at the gates of Zelinka Pass, on Mount Gakis. From there, we headed down the mountain with the skull in tow. and brought it back to Argon's vault. Returning it back to Argon's vault, we seem to set things right there with the returning the skull.
We saw the light. You can still see it at night.
Beautiful.
It is a beacon. It provides the empty vessels here with hope, at least.
Very inspiring.
You're not very inspiring, but that was, yes.
Anywho, from there we decided to head back up the mountain to determine the nature of the Amber and his Chris. So we made our return journey back up. I feel like I'm missing something in there, but I'm just rolling with it.
So you went to the temple.
Yes,
I've
the
heard
Amber
things of
Temple.
this temple, never been there. What did it house?
A lot of flame skulls.
There was a wizard Kazan in the tower that I took my leave at while I've been here, before it was destroyed by, I believe, you and your group.
It was Strahd. Strahd destroyed it.
Yeah.
Seeking to get us.
That's
so
neither
if
here nor
that's our
there.
fault, then yes.
Yeah, yes.
But
I'm glad you were able to tie that up. But the Kazan spoke of that Amber Temple a lot.
yeah, he's a lich.
Yeah, he's there forever now.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, he's a lich.
I knew that he turned on Strahd in his final hours. He was supposed to destroy the Sun Sword and chose not to.
I wouldn't necessarily call it his final hours. He is still quite there.
Well, if he's a lich, then it sort of is the final hours. He's not anything close to the wizard he once was. But
Well, he didn't destroy the Sun Sword. We have that. I can't remember if you knew that.
Fucking big dick Octavio's here, guys. Jesus.
He's
Christ.
always been like this. He's an asshole. He's,
Yeah,
he's
I-
brash.
He's
We
just
hated
full of
him when he was
vinegar.
that-
He's
Yeah,
good.
Hard
yeah.
before.
It's just now he's
That's all he was.
Send him off the fucking.
he's a fucking guy who
truck.
has books written about him. He's a dickhead. His relationship with Irina is so funny too because they hate each other really. I mean,
We
not
met
Irina,
him.
Esmeralda.
We met him and we helped him reseal the vestiges in Amber up there. But to do so, we had to give Circos his Chris, in which, in an act of great sacrifice, he gave up. Very heroic thing to do, to be honest.
Very unfortunate. If not for the state and how long we were in the temple, and things might be different now, but we were very worse for wear at that point. We looked like skeletons.
so you lost a strong artifact.
Yes, I did.
But we sealed
And now
away.
I have
You
this.
see him
Dark
quickly
vestiges.
note that.
Dagger.
You see him note that down and look at the dagger, shake his head and note that down.
But we sealed away very strong vestiges. Or helped seal them away. Oh, I learned the Night Mother doesn't exist and my whole life's been a lie. That was pretty significant too.
No, the Night Mother, that's their belief system here. Yes. Never heard of her. It gave
No, she
Shar
doesn't
vibes
exist, so.
for the gods that I know of from our realm. If she didn't exist, maybe it was inspired by. This plane used to be a part of Barovia. I've come to find that out.
Does
I mean,
Shar
this plane
exist?
used to be a part of Faerun, I mean. Shar is a very real god.
Alright. That's gonna be my new god.
Oh no. Shark.
I believe that the gods here are inspired in some ways by Lathander and Shar. But until now, I believe they might be real. That's a good note. And that's all.
I mean, yeah, from there, after we helped him seal the vestiges back in, the whispers of the vestiges to us quieted down. I don't remember that guy's name, that wizard. When we left, a wizard showed up looking for a magical book that we had.
A random wizard.
I don't remember his name as I'm looking around. I don't know, he traveled planes, he was very strong. He managed
wizard
to...
that travels planes. This is like a side note in your journey. This is very important. People just don't come and go from here.
There's been a lot of people we've met.
He starts writing on another side of the page.
We never got his name though, did we? He never.
The only
introduced
one
himself.
who would know his name would be Ahlai. And I don't think she ever got his name.
Yeah, I don't think we got his name, to be honest.
I think she
Maybe
has
Ahlai knows
initials. Yeah, FC.
I have initials.
Yeah.
FC. Yeah.
Ahlai may have gotten it because he had her mother's spirit and was threatening to destroy it if we didn't give him the book, but he ended up...
So this is a powerful wizard who can enter Barovia, a place that can't be entered.
It would seem so, yes.
Note that down. Write that down. Write that down.
Didn't seem like an ally. He had no interest in...
Did he seem like an enemy, though?
No, it seemed like he wanted that book, and he got that, and...
In which book is this?
The one that,
This is a new...
Octavia had.
And who is Octavia?
She's dead.
I don't know. I don't know her.
Who's Octavia? Does someone speak on this girl who's dead?
I don't know her. I never met her. She traveled
She
with
was
them.
a little witch, and
Oh, she was the little one that was constantly writing in books and being weird.
Yes.
Yes, I
I've
remember
heard
her at the
stories
bar.
of her
yes.
drinking vampire blood too, so not the part
Yes.
of, you might want to write that part.
She
down.
was very much just like a normal cog
She
in your
wasn't the
in the wheel of
sharpest.
people that you keep around you. Very much.
Sharpest tool in the shed.
Yes. You guys are very blunt tools.
Big tool.
Hey, blunt weapons can be used very efficiently.
If you swing them very hard, yes, I agree.
I'm very good at swinging things hard. It's my calling card.
So
someone said.
the book, do you know anything of this book?
I look at the wizard.
no, it was very valuable.
Valuable how?
Oh.
How do you know it
Good
was
thing
valuable?
I'm not in the room, huh?
There were people back in Athkatla that wanted it retrieved. They hired me to find it.
And how much?
How much?
Yes, significant
Yes, very significant.
book. Do you not remember anything else about it? It seems very dangerous that a wizard that can go through planes acquired a book that was highly sought over in Faerun.
Yeah.
That it might be separate from our objective here, but as someone who is hired to protect, this seems very vicious.
This is probably not ideal, but looked like we were looking at our end if we did not give up the book.
Does anyone know about the book? I can ask later.
Ahlai might.
Okay.
She had it for the longest outside of Octavia.
All right. Continue. I will double back on this later.
Well, after that, we made our way down the mountain where we ran into Rahadin.
The
seeking
Chamberlain
to-
of Strahd.
Yes, seeking to betray Strahd. But he would not join our side. He did not believe us worthy companions of himself.
He was going to betray.
That's what it seemed like, and he wanted Ahlai to join him because she's his. So, we tried to recruit him to our side to help us, but he had no interest in having allies like us, apparently. So, a fight broke out, and he managed to make off with Ahlai. Unfortunately, as there were a lot of vampires. From there, I only have the second-hand account of what Ahlai said, but it seems like he didn't bring her to Ravenloft, and I'm trying to remember what exactly Ragnar knows. And Irina killed Rahadin for betraying Strahd while Ahlai was under floorboards. And then they tried to take his body away back to Ravenloft. But Ahlai managed to kill 2 Vistani that were trying to do that.
I have caught wind of the Vistani. Their movements are very high currently in Vallaki. Some of the younger ones made plays and joined Strahd long ago, but they're making it very evident now. They are not hiding it anymore. As for Rahadin, as long as I've been here, I've known him to be very loyal and trustworthy to that family, the the Von Zarovich.
From what I could gather, he wanted to play the long game against Strahd, but clearly it did not work out in his favor.
The longer that the man stays a monster upon the throne, people get sick of it, stuck in this realm. Makes
Funny
sense.
enough, now that I'm thinking about it too, he called us brash just like you called us. That's why he didn't want to join us, because we're brash.
Yeah. I wonder how... What was his plan? How was he going to defy Strahd? And how did they know?
I don't know the answer to either of those. Maybe Ahlai, again, this is secondhand information. Ahlai, after she recovered his body, managed to catch up with us on our journey. We thought she had been taken to Ravenloft, but evidently not. And she caught up to us, we burned his body, then we're here about a day later.
That's the smartest thing I've heard you do so far.
Do what? Me?
Thank you, I chopped the wood.
Nice.
Oh,
Well,
burn his body?
and that's where you come here. Where is, Yes, where is Zavat? Is he dead?
Also, no, he's alive. Sorry, circuit that. One more thing. We also got the Red Mountain Gem from the Ember Temple, and we're returning that to the Druids, who you guys apparently haven't heard from in 5 days.
Yes, I was going to investigate that next. They have broken contact with regular routes that they were providing us. Unsure
Yes,
of why.
We did run into Zavat. He is returning Emil, who is a werewolf, to their home near Kretsk. We rescued him from... Hold on, I remember her name. It's in here somewhere.
As you're looking, Esmeralda leans over. Pay up. As you see him put cash on in her hand.
Wow,
I guess he lives longer than I thought.
Ludmilla.
Ludmilla. I know that name. It's one of the wives.
Yeah, she was at Zelinka Gate. She had Emil, and she was doing experiments on him. And it seems she made a deal with some of the vestiges before we sealed them away, because she had dark magic.
And she is alive.
Yes, she managed to get away. We fought her. But she also wanted to betray Strahd, so...
It's one thing to want to betray Strahd, it's another to do it within his house. I think it's very likely that you are underestimating him.
I'm not underestimating anything. I'm talking about all these people that want to betray him, and then they wind up dead.
He's smarter than he looks. Well, it seems
I always
like...
heard you can't be pretty and smart.
It seems like it's an uphill battle for sure, but this gem, will it give you anything to help?
If we can get the phase staff back that was lost a while back, yes. Otherwise, it'll just help the land, which is a worthwhile cause in itself.
In this phase staff, where is it?
Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I'm sure it will be right inside the door when we get there.
I'm very sure. Right as rain. Well, as for the area, I've been working with these were-ravens and finding out scouting points. It's why I wanted to ask you quickly about your time as, you said ghost. I would imagine not necessarily a ghost. were you within the ethereal realm?
Yes.
And in your tour of this castle, were you able to find any insight of other ways in other than the front door?
Other ways in.
We have a whole diagram of the castle.
Wow,
Oh,
that would
is
be
true.
very helpful. As you can see, I'm writing out my own diagram of just in my brain.
Yes, we found in the Amber Temple.
We're the
There
best
was,
adventurers, guys. We're really good at this.
But
We don't deserve D&D, I don't think.
it looked like it was the architect of the castle itself. There was a full model of it, along with all the plans.
Very important information, as we plan to storm said castle.
Why do I feel like I'm seeking out, like, validation from a very stern father right now?
I know.
It's like, please just say I did good, Dad.
So in the ethereal plane, I don't think we found many ways to enter the castle. More just ways to exit. Which allowed us to quickly find the teleportation room that we used to exit with the skull.
Would you be able to point that out in your diagram?
Of course.
We don't have to get to it right away, but it'll help with planning once you are done at Yesterhill. We will have to come up with a plan of attack.
Did you want us to leave the diagrams here when we go to Yesterhill so that you can study them?
Very much.
We haven't had a chance really to fully look at them.
Hold it above him and ask him to say please.
We can look at it together once you're here, but I would like to go over them, of course, at first. As for scouting, Vallaki is still under the Watcher family. They, ironically enough, rule well when it comes to the city thriving, but they are very much enforceable at night, or if anyone does anything to break off of their rule. They hunt were-ravens and anyone that is not aligned with them on sight, and now they have the Vistani group behind them as well. There was movement to the south, to the mountains. We saw one carriage coming north not too long ago. Not sure what carriage that is. If it's not Rahadin, if he's dead, then maybe it's this Irina. Other than that, all your allies for the most part, minus Zavat, are here. Unless you have plans to find more. This is what you got. The were-ravens, while they can help with any issues in Vallaki, they will not be able to help with Ravenloft proper, as they have lost too many.
Would there be any benefit to... Oh my god, B-rolling. Would there be any benefit to freeing Vallaki from the rulership of Lady Watcher, or is that a waste of resources for minimal gain?
For the town itself, it's pretty much just as bad as it was prior. It's just a different skin. The city thrives, but the people are very much oppressed. As for your goal of fighting Strahd, I'm not sure if it would help or not if Lady Watcher was not leading Vallaki I would lean towards no, it wouldn't help you because that doesn't help with the castle itself. It would help with supplies, I would imagine, and freely moving through the city. But that's also giving Strahd more time to prepare for you. I'm sure if Rahadin's dead, he has knowledge that you made it to the Amber Temple and survived. And apparently of his deception, it seems. So he will be prepared for you. Which isn't great. We do not have the element of surprise in our hands. Unless the lot of you can pull out some sort of wild card. We have bets on that. I think I'll win it.
I got nothing. I just was spitballing.
Hey, you can ask me anything you need. We'll be here. Until then, I would settle things with Ismark, because as much as dunce as he is, he does have the town of Barovia on his side, and he is important. If we do end Strahd here, this place will need to be rebuilt, and we'll need proper leaders in place. Lady Watcher strikes me as someone who will look after her own. Will that be good for Vallaki? Probably not, but I do not think she will retaliate to Strahd's death. There has been one more thing I forgot to mention, is that in Kretz, we have traded with them somewhat, and the abbey there has gone dark. The one who resided within I've never met, but I do not believe he is there anymore.
He did not take too kindly to us.
Is he aligned with Strahd? Is my...
Yes.
So the road gets tougher. As if he is not there, he might be within the walls of Ravenloft.
Less than ideal. He seemed formidable in his powers.
So that is something that we will very much want to discuss when planning taking down Ravenloft, if we can avoid him, if he is as powerful as you say. You kill Strahd, maybe the curse ends here, and maybe he flees. I don't know. The most of my research was that he was a diva, sent down to look into the darkness here.
That seems to track.
Yes.
But he got seduced by it.
These vestiges, maybe they are tied. Maybe he is not as corrupt as he once was. If you say that it got to him. We don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know what these vestiges are. This is all new to me, different realms, but we have, specifically with this man who traveled came here. When I first looked into this place, I heard rumors and rumblings of other places like this, but I didn't believe it to be true. Maybe I was wrong. Places torn from Faerun. If there's one, why would there not be many? All ramblings of an old man and something to look at another day.
Thank you.
Suppose we should check in on Ismark. Make sure he's not marching himself up to the gate.
Yes.
As you are guys talking, you do hear a scream as outside Ahlai, as you're walking up, he walked basically towards the woods, but towards the direction of the road. As you see him pull out his blade and start screaming and like hitting his weapon against a tree and just slamming it.
This guy.
Let it all out, bud.
That's it. Let it out. I mean, I'm gonna let him continue to do that. I feel like that's gonna be what he needs, but I will stay a safe distance away from him. So if he does try to keep walking, I can catch up to him.
So he slices and slices and like he knocks a big chunk of the tree off with his long sword until he eventually falls down on his knees, and he kind of like tries to hit it a couple times and just throws his blade down like next to his knee as he like starts crying.
I'll just walk up to him and put my hand on his shoulder.
I will murder him myself.
Don't be foolish.
I'll cut him.
Revenge. We'll figure out what we can do for your sister.
You don't understand. You die to become a vampire. She is no longer coming back.
We don't know all the story. Could be something we could do. Look at Strahd. He's fine.
How dare you bring me into this time moment?
Just catch the strays.
Look at Strahd. He's fine.
He doesn't even like Savad either.
I know.
There's nothing for me anymore. Everything taken from me.
It might feel like that.
Emo.
Feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. And as hard as it is to push on, you really need to. We need your help.
I'm a man with a death wish. You'll get my help. I want nothing less than to murder that man or die trying. There's no light at the tunnel. There's only darkness. It's always been darkness here.
I say and shove it right up my ass, why don't you?
Go do what you need to do. I'll be ready.
Then slowly start backing away. I'll head back inside.
What's everyone else doing? Circos, before you leave the room, Esmeralda will walk over to you.
I like that blade. Sad that you lost it.
This was a trusty companion. Very powerful.
Well, that dagger looks absolutely silly in your hands, so here. Be careful with it.
As she hands you her rapier,
Oh, shit.
and it's a +1.
Don't give
Oh,
this guy.
shit.
Don't give him good graces. Don't give him good
Yeah.
graces. That
She
blade is
she has it, and she has multiple magic items, so
Like, hold it.
you can
and
add a
turn and
+1
everything.
rapier. It's very, very, very well taken care of. It has a red handle that has like a ribbon that hangs off the bottom, and it's like
Ribbons.
Ribbon? Oh, when I'm dancing and shit?
Yeah.
The pirouette.
Oh, man.
and it's like a light gold, like not straight silver. It's very, very nice.
This is a beautiful blade. Where did you find it?
I've had it a very long time. It was originally my father's before this man killed him, as she, like, motions towards Rictavio Van Richten. And I've come to cure it over the years in gold after getting my 100th kill.
I will take great care of it, I thank you.
Add to the tally.
Oh, I surely will.
Her parents were killed by Rictavio.
Wow.
Sheesh. She's a fun character. We didn't get her in a lot in this campaign because we had too many characters. It was what Hannah was originally going to play when she was going to co-DM. Yeah, but +1 rapier. And then everyone else, like Rictavio, is basically working back on his notes and like going over the things that you guys said, like drawing new things off of it, drawing like a book, like he draws with his notes and stuff as he has like multiple notebooks on the ground. As Ahlai does walk over and like go up the stairs as she like has to like dodge 2 kids who are running around pretending to be like
Trip one.
Pretending to be Brewer.
Yeah, one of them has like the hood. One of them
Yeah.
has like the hooded mask thing.
Is it the fat kid?
Yeah, it's the fat one. The fat one's dressed like Brewer. The other one's chasing him around.
One's dressed up like a gimp.
Josh is gonna play that character one day, all grown up.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
This one. There he is. Baby
Oh, yeah.
Brewer.
No, Baby Brewer.
I believe one of them has like something from you too. I think you gave something to one of them.
Drugs.
Crags.
Probably drugs.
This kid's gonna find his way out of Barovia and find one of Brewer's like secret layers, and it's gonna be like flipping on a light, and it's like the
Like
Bat
Batman.
Cave. Yeah.
That kid's name was Robin the whole time.
I'm sorry, is Ahlai in the room now?
Yeah.
Yeah, she would walk in.
So is he off to Ravenloft, or did you manage to stop him?
He went outside and was using ground on the tree, but he's not going. Someone should watch him. Get to put him on suicide watch.
Vengeance is a good motivator.
To a certain degree. I would say more often than not it leads to death. But what's one more blunt tool to throw at Ravenloft?
Yeah.
Well, any other loose ends to tie up here, or shall we make for the druids?
Or should we get some rest here before we go?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Most of the vineyard is used for storage, but you could either sleep in the room with all the wine barrels, or you could sleep in here with just, no, I will be working late. I'm sure you could find anywhere to sleep technically. The older one looks like he probably needs like a bed.
Yeah, sleep on those sticks over there.
Is there a fire in here at all? A fireplace?
The fire is downstairs. Like basically where the fire area is where she made like the cooking area, but there's room in that area because it's like all open.
Always is.
Well, I'm gonna head down to the fireplace. Like it's a little wet from my travels.
As you get down there and you try to lay down on your wet blanket, Danica comes over and says, "Oh, child, here," and she like throws you warm blankets. It's rough here, but it isn't that rough.
Hold up my blanket, but still by the fire so it dries off. Get comfy in front of the fire. The fire.
Oh yeah.
As with the remaining, Dag and Martin are like the two guys that are outside. They're like married into the family, if you don't remember. But they grab like the rest of the food and go upstairs. So it's just you and Danica cleaning up. What's the rest of you doing?
Like Dags?
Studying my spell.
Dags.
I'm sitting by the campfire, or the fireplace, contemplating longevity of my life.
How long does it take to attune? An hour?
An hour. So you can attune to 2 items.
Learning spells. Not in Baldur's Gate. God damn it.
I'm just gonna spend time maintaining my weapons and making sure those new javelins I got are balanced and everything like that. Good grip.
Yeah, if you do it in the room where Esmeralda is, she'll let you use her tools, which are really, really nice. And all the stuff that you work on gets very like cleanly. Like she has like very good whetstone and stuff like that she has. Because they actually took their caravan here. Her caravan, Octavio's, you guys killed it. You destroyed it. It's dead tiger. It's so funny where it is now when it was way back then where his caravan was just out there and everyone was fucking around and you got poisoned.
I did get poisoned.
That was when Amanda was co-DMing when you were getting poisoned and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fun times, great times.
Barry, I've had like the inks and stuff from the start for copying spells from a spell book. But it says it requires for each level of the spell it's 50 gold. Do you still spend that if you have the equipment, or is that like?
I would imagine you do. It's like materials.
Okay.
Right. If it go ahead.
On Carrick, we used to buy like inks to like copy the spell. Like that was the mechanism, I think.
Yeah, I have all the inks and parchments that I've been gathering.
I'm fine with that. But if it does have a numerical value, that means that you have to spend it, basically.
Yeah, I'll spend it then as well.
Like we used to, when you have like more urban campaigns, like you can just cover it in like buying ink just to RP it better. But at the end of the day, it's just like the number that you buy.
So yeah, I'm gonna finish copying Misty Step into my spell book.
And I would say like any material component that needs money that's reasonable right now, they would have it, because this isn't like a small, like this is like all the allied people together. Like it's like a little tiny fortress right now.
I'm gonna go looking around for eggs too.
Eggs?
Yeah, from 2 different types of creatures.
Okay.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Are you actually doing that? Is this?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
All right. Well, how long are you spending on? Are you just staying up? Because you technically don't have to long rest right now.
I don't need to do that right now. I'll do that some other time.
I was
We'll
kind of.
do
You
that.
can do it because you don't technically have to
Nah.
long rest right now.
Yeah.
Because you guys passed your con saves.
Fuck it. I'll go looking around and see if they have any duck eggs and chicken eggs or something.
Survival check.
Survival.
Or nature. I'll let nature go too.
17.
17?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find both. You find
Yeah.
chicken egg here, and then you kind of like rummage around like the wooded area where there's like a little pond, and you find the duck egg. It takes you about like 2 hours.
When I find them, I will just crack both eggs and take the shells and put them each in separate pockets.
Nice. Shell pockets.
This will be useful later. Misty step.
Does anyone else do anything? If you're long resting, you can long rest. But what, you went 5 hours over? So when you guys wake up, it'll be like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. So you went a little bit over than you usually do.
Rise nice and early. Already?
I think so.
When you
Remember
guys,
how far it is from here? The Druids?
it's I think you would remember it's less than a day.
Okay. I thought it was pretty fast.
Rictavio has those diagrams that you left with him, and he has them up on the wall right now, and he's kind of trying to draw off of what he has with them. Esmeralda and Muriel are like talking and looking out a window, and Ismark is like to himself holding his blade, like with his back against the wall, leaned up on the balcony on the inside, on the second floor where you guys were mostly all sleeping. Ahlai, you wake up to the smell of food too, because Dedica's always cooking some stuff, as she has roast chicken that you could easily grab on your way out.
I'm gonna get up and like fold the blanket she gave me and pack mine up and go over to the chicken.
She's like, you can see her scolding as the little fat boy, it made like a little explosion in a cup. And she goes, I told you not to listen to that scoundrel. Stop doing that.
You went out and you got ice cream, and you didn't get me ice cream.
I'm very much gonna take some chicken. Good chicken.
Help yourself, help yourself. Did you know that your dear friend has corrupted my boys so much? Also, before we left Barovia, he created some sort of... all the kids in Valaki have created some sort of monster, sun monster, off of his mask that one time you wore in the bar.
No. I'm so sorry.
Steep lore.
That thing gives me nightmares still to this day.
Oh, very much. negative impressions mostly. I know he did good things for you guys, but he was quite the interesting one. Always made me feel uneasy when he was around.
Definitely different. But he was harmless.
Is he harmless?
Was he harmless?
Don't ever forget the picture I drew.
More like neutral, you know.
It's what I think of. I think of that picture.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great picture. I'm an artist. I know. And he had that bone marrow. Fucking walking around with the bone marrow in his hand.
Yep.
It's like, oh.
Always trying to send that same spot in the bar too.
What's the spot?
And fucking Erwin just like rolling his eyes whenever he came by. He's like, oh god, this fucking guy. They come sit at the bar and not want anything and fuck with bone marrow.
Yeah, I'll eat some chicken as I wait for them to make their way downstairs.
I'll head downstairs as well. Grab some chicken.
Hey.
Some chicken.
Eat up, eat up. I hope you find out what's happening with those druids. They were very helpful with us when we first started. I know you put them in the right place.
I hope it's nothing too serious.
I'm sure they're just something they must attend to or something. I don't know, sometimes things happen like that.
Well, are we ready to head that way?
I'm ready.
I think I'm ready.
I'll head outside.
You head out right into the rain.
Aww. Let's go back inside. Roll for fever?
Tom has disadvantage.
You start making your way.
Downtown.
Take you half the day. Does you want to make perception checks as you go?
Yeah, I will.
I'll help Ahlai. I'll keep an eye out with her.
Rolled 2 10s. Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you make your way, dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much for the most part a normal walk in the rain, but you do notice that a lot of twigs and stuff in the woods and like branches are broken, like stuff like something was moving through the woods through like brush and thicket without issue. The trails on the actual road are pretty clean, which kind of works with the idea that they haven't been back in 6 days, that the roads would clear up a little bit. As you walk through like the muddy puddles of the road until you get to the silhouette of Yesterhill as it sits in the fog. You don't see any movement on the hill itself as the Gulthrest tree is up above you. It almost looks quiet.
Thank you.
We love the lightning button.
Seems like something was moving through the woods. Couldn't have broken twigs and brush. Whatever was moving, looked like it had an easy time doing it.
I don't know. Proceed with caution, I think.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Don't be too blunt.
As you guys make your way down the hill, you start going up the hill on the other side. It kind of goes down into that valley and then up where it's kind of tiered as it goes up. When you left Yester Hill, there was numerous druids, and when you were leaving, you could see them from like all parts of the hill itself. And as you climb up the first tier into like the level plateau of it, where you fought before undead, you don't see anything. As you continue going up, you start to see traces of cloth, blood, teeth, but no bodies.
Can I inspect the like claws and stuff, like to see if I can figure out what it is, like what it's from?
The cloth.
Oh, cloth. Yeah, like the like cuts and the teeth marks in it. Like, can I look at it to see if I can figure out?
It's it's cloth, blood, and like literal teeth. Like
Yeah. Can I look at the teeth?
yeah. Investigation check on like all of it basically.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right.
With it's my investigation mod. I think it's just +0. Yeah, +0. So straight nat 20.
As you walk over and lean down and pick up, what are you picking up first?
The tooth.
You pick up a tooth. You can tell that it is a human tooth.
Suspicious.
And there's numerous of them basically littered
Uh-oh.
around.
Uh-oh.
It's just teeth.
I don't like it when there's just straight teeth.
I got their teeth knocked out. Shit. I need to get some dentures.
When I look at the like the cloth and stuff like that, is it like ripped to shreds by something?
So you see there's pieces of cloth and around the blood and gore that look like druid attire with your nat 20. But you also see a part on like some of like the rigid like rocks that climb up. There is rippage and there's cloth hanging off of that looks different.
Maybe there was some kind of fight here.
What would
Yes.
do that?
I mean, clearly a fight. It's not in great condition, this area. Not how we left it.
So what leaves behind only teeth?
Ahlai, passively, you see over past like this rock with this unknown cloth, there is a hand without any fingers on it. Severed hand without any fingers on it.
Severed hand over there with no fingers.
Fingers and teeth. Sounds like an old friend of ours.
I did say that I saw him on more than one occasion.
Do you see him now?
Look around again. Oh, my jumps.
Oh, we have to get this gem to the tree, so
Must push on.
keep the eyes peeled.
As you climb
up on the next plateau, you see more and more gore, cloth, teeth, hands without fingers, feet without toes.
Did Brewer come through here?
You see some heads without eyes, heads without ears, heads without nose. Sounds like a riddle now.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
As you get up to the top, you see the Gothrust tree. Decayed almost. No life to it. There's also no life to the 50 bodies hung up from the lowest branches. Missing parts throughout all of them.
Can you say parts again, but say it like Mrs. Leapson, please?
Parts.
Parts.
Some are missing legs, some are missing whole. Some of them are just heads with the spinal cords hanging out. And there's basically just a pool of blood underneath it. But there's nothing around.
It's definitely the Brewer.
Maybe he's in the heart of the tree?
Every time it lightnings, Ahlai jumps.
Ryder's gonna cast light. on his marble.
Lights up.
And how, like, this is, like, fresh, right? Within, like, the last, like, 5 days, I'm assuming?
Oh yeah, all of the corpses that you saw on your way up do not look old. They're all like the skin's intact unless the skin was removed kind of feel. Blood's all like fresh. Water's basically, it's raining, so the rain's like making the blood like thinner and like pouring everywhere as you went up and stuff like that. But
Do we go inside the tree?
See no other option, really.
Be ready when we get closer. No, draw my rapier.
Yeah, I'll grab my dagger.
the hole is still there,
My
basically,
nuts.
that you guys dug, as the overflow of blood is kind of just pouring down into it. But as you recall, it is a drop. And then if you guys are
Can
walking
I-
to it,
Yeah. When I get to the hole, can I tie a rope to a root, like a sturdy root, to rappel
Hair
down?
smells like
Thick,
iron.
veiny root.
Yeah.
survival check on the nut, or whatever the knot is. I don't care. Just do survival check. I can't do the math of anything else. Survival's a nut.
Dirty 20.
Yep. Make a beautiful nut. As you just throwing the rope down into the darkness.
Yep.
It's pitch black down there. FYI. The Gothrust tree isn't alive, so it's that you still lit it up.
I'll spark my lantern up, and then I'll look to everyone. Everyone ready? I'll go down first.
Ready.
Sexy fireman slide down the rope.
Okay. As you slide down, the bloody water pours on your body. As you land in the water underneath the tree is up to your knees. As you move your lantern around, you don't see anything but blood. As above you, everyone else, you hear, "Little one, it's time you pay." As all the bodies get unsnapped, as they all fall down, and that's where we'll end tonight.
Oh shit!
So get back up here, Ragnar. We're gonna give Zenyaria, and we're gonna
Give her
go.
away. Just give her away.
Just kidding.
Listen, we don't
Okay,
even know her.
I was like, in my head, I was like, wait, why is Zenyaria paying again? But then I just remembered.
She's gonna pay the troll toll.
When you
I'd
hurt
be a bitch,
Zenyaria,
shouldn't
this
I?
is who you're hurting.
I mean,
Josh, can you explain this D&D meme to me?
Sure. Wait, are you joking?
No, I'm not.